What up? What it do? It's your boy DDQ with Vision ID TV. And right now, um, as you can clearly see on the title of the stream, nothing serious. I'm gonna be gaming for like a few minutes. I'm not planning on staying here for like too long. Um, Maybe like 11:30 at the most. Um, Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is church day. Yeah, I don't want to stay on here for like too long. But I did want to, you know, obviously chill with you guys for a few. So if you do pass by, just try to make conversation with the people in the live chat. And for those of you who are stopping by with us for a few seconds, a few minutes, or for the entirety of tonight's stream, I appreciate y'all in advance. Blessings and love to every single one of you guys as always. Um, I'm not going to be showing my face tonight because like it's overall hot in the apartment, and then I can't turn on the fan because then it picks up on the microphone, and just a lot. And I'm not trying to sweat over here while I'm streaming. So, but feel free to communicate and chat with each other amongst yourself in the live chat area. Um, I will be talking about a few things that I came across these past couple of days, whether it be on the news, stuff that was sent to me, or just random stuff that I, came across on social media and stuff like that. But obviously, while I do that, I'm going to be doing my best to stay focused on the game and all that good stuff. So, not gonna lie, it's somewhat uncomfortable to be having to kind of like operate this thing without a hold on. Might have to. Hmm. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I have to like drastically lower the volume on my side because the music on the game's like super loud, and that's not good. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to lower it on my side. It's way too loud. I hope you guys can still hear me just fine, but it's just obviously I'm not gonna be able to concentrate if I got like music blasting through the headphones. So mm, mm, it's not too bad, I guess. Okay, where am I going again? It's been like a week or more than a week, and I've already forgotten like some of the hotkeys, which is not good. Okay. Um, okay, so now kind of see where I'm going now. Guess I'm going this way. All right. I even forgot who the heck I'm supposed to. Oh, never mind. I thought it was like a serious mission, but it's one of those like just side missions. I'm not doing a race, so the heck. Okay. No, you can tell it's been like a hot minute. This is actually played. Mm, yeah, about to kill me right now. For like no reason. Yeah. What is up with like the buttons today? Like I know I'm not. I'm pressing the button. And it's like activating like another. What in the world? Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna do the actual mission. So yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that right now because the keyboard's acting weird. So I'm not gonna stress out about that right now. I'm sure they can handle it. So, anyways, some of you have noticed that some of you have noticed that we are getting closer and closer to the 3,000 sub mark, and I will say that is somewhat refreshing, given the fact that I've only been back from my hiatus for like a couple of weeks, and it's nice. It's nice to kind of get to like another milestone or whatever, and uh, not really have been around for like a while, you know. Uh, but obviously, that milestone could not be reached if it weren't for some of you guys, or all of you, actually. In reality. So, for those of you who are part of the channel and like the community and all that, it's a small channel, it's a small community, but I am beyond grateful and thankful for every single one of you guys, and I really do mean that. Um, coming from all the attention that a large channel like brings with it. Starting, from scratch, a brand new channel is not easy, especially if it's seemingly all going well with the other channel, right? Seemingly. So it's but it's nice. It's nice to have a channel that's not entirely tied to a specific topic per se. Obviously, this channel, for those of you who have been here for a long time, y'all know what the channel is actually about, and it has its purpose and it has its intentions. Um, but for those of you who have been here for a long time, y'all know that. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I love. I'm gonna see if I can. Can't pin that right now, but I just read it right now, so I appreciate it. Um, but yeah, no, you know, 50 subs is nothing. 50 subs, well, at least from what I've experienced with the last few like weeks and months, it's really not a lot because sometimes uh, some of the shorts that I put out, I guess, are just really intriguing to people, and therefore they just kind of like feel compelled to like follow or sub to the channel, and it's nice because the thing is like eventually and hopefully, like when the new subscribers actually get on board with the channel, uh, through whatever means, because sometimes it's like the funny like edited clips that I do, the voiceover videos that I do, celebrity slash artist like beef, or like whatever is a quote unquote hot topic in the music industry or entertainment industry, right? Um, what I try to do is I do put that stuff out, but I do my very best to tie the following video with either something similar to the video that they just saw and clicked on and sub to, um, but ultimately I try to lead everyone to the more serious videos that we have here on the channel. Um, and that's been the strategy, behind like this channel. And I'm okay with like being open about that. Like I don't feel any type of way with sharing that info with you guys because the reality is that everybody has to develop their own strategy to create pretty much like their own unique foundation, or foundational community, right? And that's why I say a lot like the OG supporters of the main channel, the your boy JDQ channel, um, the ones who are from over there that sub to this channel, they know what I'm about. They know what I bring to the table. They know what my intentions are, and I know that's not the case with all the new subscribers because again, maybe you subscribe to the channel for not necessarily the wrong reasons, but maybe you saw something and you thought this was like a gossip channel of some sort, and football edits. What's going on? Football edits. Blessings and love to you. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and I actually genuinely mean that. It's 11:03 p.m. Eastern time, and you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with me, so I appreciate that. But yeah, like a lot of new subs. They sub for like the gossip ish type of content, or like the breaking news content of like the music, like rappers and singers beefing or whatever, right? But if you look at the bulk of the channel content, you will almost immediately understand the true intention and goal of the channel, right? And I guess every now and then I do streams like this just to kind of like bring awareness to, like, okay, like, thanks for subbing to the channel, but just a reminder, this is not a gossip channel. This is not a this is not one of those channels that just like promotes the the trending topic of the day or whatever. And although it might seem that way to a few people, right? Um, Again, if you go through the bulk of the content of the channel, you'll see exactly what it's about. And if me reeling anyone in through funny like clips or uh, quote unquote gossip ish like clips, but at the end of the day lead them to the more serious topics that this channel is about, then so be it. It is what it is, and I'm okay with that. I've learned to kind of like embrace it. Um, but one thing I will say though, if you are a new sub and you did recently decide, to like follow the channel, and for whatever reason, maybe you liked my voice, maybe you liked, the briefness of like some of the videos, or how like I try to be short and sweet to the point with most of the shorts, right? That's like the whole point of it. Um, I do highly recommend. What the heck is that? Is that a? Oh, that was just smoke. I thought it was like a huge monster coming out the water for a second. Yo, I'm tripping, and I don't even smoke, and I'm tripping, yo. But anyways, I really do recommend that you guys. I encourage you to go through like the playlists and go through like the podcast videos, and go through just kind of like explore the channel, really. Especially if you came and subbed to the channel exclusively just because of the shorts, which I appreciate. If you're one of those people who just sub because of that and solely because of that, I promise you there's so much more to look at and so much more to like uh enjoy like from the channel. Matter of fact, I would highly recommend, for anyone who's into longer timed content, like long span content, if that makes sense, like um videos that are like maybe like 30 minutes to an hour long or whatever, or longer. I recommend like the chill streams. I recommend the team streams that I have done in the past with like my co-hosts and all that. We get into some very interesting topics. We express ourselves passionately, especially Geeko. Those of you who know the channel know Geeko, and you know eh, whenever I do like a chill stream or team stream with just like producer Jay or David, many times a lot of you ask for Geeko, um, and a lot of people ask for Geeko because of his passionate expressions, right? Everybody loves how Geeko is very uh, verbally passionate with his opinions and his views on like the music industry, and everything to do with uh, the new up and coming artists and the new music, and of course God and the Bible and Jesus and all that stuff, right? Um, but it's always good to have someone like Kiko express themselves as well as he does, because I mean, if I'm honest, one of the things that makes his conversations with him unique is the fact that he struggles with holding back and trying to be polite and respectful, to a lot of people, and um, to a lot of things, and still kind of like uh, still I don't know how to say it without, he still sounds aggressive, if that makes sense. He tries to be like respectful and a gentleman about certain things, and uh, it's funny because like behind the scenes, he's like, man, like I shouldn't like be on there because like I'm supposed to be a certain way. Like if I'm of God and I'm in Christ, I should be able to like behave and uh, be disciplined in certain areas. Um, and I do remind them like we're all a work in progress, right? Even people who have been in the Lord and in the faith for like decades, sometimes they still have a lot to work on, and God still has a lot to work on with them. And it's, but that's when you see the genuineness of like Kiko, of him wanting to be able to be like nice and compassionate and understanding and patient and all that. Yet still see that journey that he's on, where he's struggles to be passionate while not being aggressive, and with what he says and how he expresses himself. It's always a fun time. Um, but yeah, I think hold on. But, man, I was gonna try to check something out. I can't. I don't even know who's all on here right now. But anyways, whoever is on here, again, it's highly appreciated. But anyways, while I'm pretty much flying around not doing anything, um, there's a lot of cases back in PR that I eventually will talk about. And when I say PR, obviously I mean Puerto Rico, um, my motherland. Um, I was born and raised to a certain extent, right? But there's a lot going on over there that I eventually will talk about, and hopefully bring on my brother and Kiko and a producer Jay, and have like a nice conversation. Um, uh, Very briefly, for example, there is an ongoing case about a mother and father that did some atrocious things to their daughter, uh, who was a baby at the time. I can't get into details because YouTube censorship situations. But let's just say the daughter's not with us anymore, basically, because of the parents, and that that specific topic is near and dear to me and a lot of people back home. Um, and I would love to have a discussion about it with my brother and the fam, and just to bring a lot of things to light, because there's a lot going on in the world, and while I would love to kind of like sit back and entertain you guys just for the sake of entertaining you and distracting you from what's going on around the world, because that would be great, right? That would be amazing if that was like my actual job and purpose. But sadly, it's actually the opposite. I do feel that if I have any type of platform, I do kind of like feel that in a way it is my responsibility to bring a lot of these topics to light, you know, and at the same time, bring positive topics to light too. Like for example, one of the shorts that I released earlier today um, talked about how one of the biggest mainstream rap artists from back home on the island apparently is extremely close to giving his life to Christ if he hasn't already. Um, for those of you who are Hispanic, who are Puerto Rican, I'm talking about Anuel AA. Um, he is, to my understanding, he is known worldwide, but I can't really speak for everybody. But if Bad Bunny is known worldwide and Anuel is basically his teammate, because I do believe they're on the same record label and they've done many songs together. Then I would like to assume that he's just as well known as Bad Bunny. or almost as much as Bad Bunny. Um, yeah, apparently he uh he said something along the lines of like he's just wanting or needing to release like one more hit before he devotes his the rest of his life to God. And when I say God, I mean Jesus. Um, and so I find that interesting because you rarely it's like the second time that I hear something like that because the other time that I heard it was recently when Daddy Yankee said something along those lines as well. He not necessarily in those exact words, but he said something like that he was waiting to finish like his contract or something like that, and it was kind of like about time that he took the step that he wanted to that he's been wanting to take for like the longest time. And Daddy Yankee is another artist from home that is known worldwide. You know what I mean? Um, and he recently officially gave his life to Christ openly and publicly, right? And so with Anuel, the only thing that's been found is that he apparently went to a church service recently, and there was pictures and videos of the pastor or the preacher praying for him, and there's no exact official like statement where he said like, oh, like I am gonna like start making like Christian music. And I put that as a title for like the short, right? I said something like, "Oh, Anuel might be making Christian music soon or whatever," right? But obviously that title is in a way clickbait, So I do apologize, but that's why I put the word might or potentially, not officializing anything, but just kind of like alluding to, right? But that's kind of his fault because he did say that that he's just wanting to like drop like one more hit before he uh takes like those serious next steps or like official next steps, And once that happens though, I promise you guys like the moment he says like, all right, I'm out of the devil's grip for good, and me and my talents and my abilities belong to the Lord Jesus Christ. The moment he says something even remotely like that, I will throw a party. I will do an on-stream party to celebrate his conversion. I will I don't know, I'll think of something crazy to do on stream. Who knows? I might give out money or something. We'll see. We'll see what happens when the time comes. But yeah, like those of us who are in Christ, those of us who are in the Lord, and are musicians, because again, if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am and my attributes and all that stuff, I am a musician. So that's why I'm very like critical and harsh on musicians from like back home, especially if they're like on the mainstream and being pushed hard or whatever. Um, I'm always gonna like respectfully kind of like critique why they could be doing so much better if they put their talents in God's hands, right? Um, yeah, we're gonna celebrate his conversion once it's like open and public, and the same way that Daddy Yankee did his. If he does it like that, yo, I promise y'all, I will definitely celebrate for good. Um, but yeah, what is the other thing that I wanted to? Oh, okay. So I was talking to Emily, the love of my life, there, um, earlier today or earlier tonight, actually, and I told her, yo, I just got this epitome, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, and like I was let's say taking a shower or whatever, and it's crazy how sometimes like when you're doing the thing that's like least exciting, like these really crazy thoughts like enter your mind, right? But so I was there and I was listening to a song that I also actually like shared with her, and I was like, man, like I don't know how to explain it, but I finally understand. I understand why this newer generation um follows like the mainstream trap music and rap music so much, and I understand now what's like the reason why it has such a strong following and strong support, right? So if you're interested in kind of like listening to like why I think that is, I'm actually gonna be making a video, like an actual like documentary style type of video on it. So I'm not gonna really like discuss like what the epitome was on here right now because that would defeat the purpose of me making the video. Um, and I mean, if I can give a hint or something, I will. But um, it's gonna be interesting because I'm gonna try to be when I make the video. I'm gonna try to be as summarized, short, sweet, and to the point as I can be. But at the same time, I do want to get a lot of points across. Um, but yeah, like when I had the realization of like, oh wow, like this is why they're so into it, and this is why they follow it so hard, and this is why they're big fans of it. Um, when I express my opinions of why, because it's just an opinion, right? But it's a well thought out, educated opinion. Um, so that's gonna be interesting, and I don't know when that's gonna come out exactly, but I am gonna start working on it sometime tomorrow because I do kind of like want to release that ASAP. I think it's gonna be an interesting watch for a lot of you because I'm sure there's a lot of you on the channel that probably listen to the mainstream trap and rap genre. And so, if that's the case, if I were you, I would definitely check it out once it comes out. And obviously, before it comes out, I'll keep bringing it up and announcing it or whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be like a short documentary on it and my thoughts on it, and information will be presented and all that stuff. But yeah, when I had the realization, I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy! I can't believe it took me this long to understand why, right?" Um, but once you kind of like hear what I got to say, I think most people will agree. Once I express myself verbally on that topic and matter. So for those of you who are interested on that, make sure you stay subscribed. Make sure you hit the bell button for all notifications. I've noticed a lot of people they've DM'd me or messaged me to say, "Hey, I don't know what happened, but like I tried to look for like some of your videos recently, and I found that I got like unsubscribed from your channel." So apparently that happens every now and then. I don't know why that is. And it's not just one person. I've had like more than a handful of people telling me like, "Hey, um, like I was like weirded out that I was like watching videos, and I was like, yo, like whatever happened to that one guy, um, that like would do like the shorts, like the Vision Live UTV shorts with like the news or whatever. I haven't seen them in a while, and then like they go check and look." They find my videos because they know what the channel's name is or like the video playlist is, but they find out that they have been like unsubscribed from the channel like out of nowhere. So always make sure that that you subscribe to the channel, um, and that you have the notification set to all, right? So you won't miss a video. Um, yeah, I will be getting off of the stream in a few minutes, like around between 11:30 and 11:35. I should be like ending the stream. But yeah, yeah. Um, I'm not even doing any missions right now. I'm just flying around. Um, what I would like to find though, because I like when I talk about serious topics, um, like when it comes to like music and musicians and the mainstream artists and the conspiracy theories surrounding some of those artists, I never want to talk without any evidence or any type of like information or documentation or proof. Um, 'Cause that's never a good look, right? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find um, an interview that apparently Bad Bunny did years ago, where he supposedly admits to like him being like an actual Satanist. Um, so if whoever's watching this, if you know of that video or if you know of that interview, please message me, share it with me, forward it to me, because it's always been like a saying, that or like a what do you call it? It's always been said, right? That happened one time that he was in an interview and he openly like stated that he is like an actual like proud Satanist or whatever, and which I don't doubt at all. I honestly don't doubt that at all. But the thing is, like, there's a lot more weight to it. Obviously, when there's like a video tied to it or an actual post on it or something, right? So yeah, if anyone out there knows about that specific interview and when it happened, who interviewed him, um, how far back it was, because apparently this was like when he was like first starting out. So yeah, um, the sooner the better, because I've been wanting to talk about that topic for like a long time, and I just sometimes I'll start looking for something, and then like I won't find it, and then I'll give up for a while, and or I'll like get distracted with uh other video ideas and stuff like that, and it just never gets done, right? So, but anyways, uh, for those of you who want to help the channel reach the 3,000 subscriber mark, I don't know about right now because I haven't checked, but before I started the stream, it was like 50 subs away from like 3,000. So if you enjoy any of the content at all on this channel and you have already subscribed to the channel for whatever reason, I highly recommend and suggest you share the channel with other people, your friends, your family members, your coworkers, your neighbors, whatever. Because if you sub to it, then I think and assume that you also think that someone else might enjoy this content, right? So if that's the case, yeah, help us get to 3K subs before this month ends. That would be great. And who knows, we might do some type of like giveaway or something. I'll figure something out, once we get to 3,000 subs or past it. Um, I want to celebrate with you guys and, just kind of like give back. So yeah, help us on that milestone. That'd be great. Let me get up here. Yeah, every time I think that I can like fly up to that thing, and then like I remember that it doesn't let you, but it's always fun to try, right? But anyways, it is 11:30. So I will be saying my goodbyes for tonight. Um, I do believe there's like a scrolling banner at the bottom of the stream. If any of you can and wants to help bless myself, the team, or the channel, or my family in any way, shape, or form, I always tell you guys you don't have to, but if you can and want to, the options of helping me, my family, and the channel survive and be able to push forward and continue what we do here, then there's options for you to do that right there. There's a PayPal link, there's a Cash App link, and of course the JDQ Just Don't Quit merch store. That's a separate line altogether, but yeah. But for those of you who are wanting to bless the channel or myself or my family, there's plenty of options right there to do that. So that being said, I'm gonna officially start wrapping things up. Please don't forget to check out the shorts on the channel. Please, I highly recommend going through the playlists. I highly recommend you guys checking the podcast episodes, the chill streams, the team streams. Just explore the channel as much as you can. I promise you, you will always find something interesting or funny, or just overall, just a good time within the content that's on this channel. So that much I can assure you. Um, where is? Oh, see, that's as far as it lets me go with the. Okay, I thought it was going to let me get closer, but nope. But anyways, yeah. For those of you who were here for whatever amount of time you were, like Emily and Football Edits and anyone else who was here for any amount of time, I really do appreciate the love and support. I appreciate you guys being here with me, for however long you were. And yeah, there will be more videos coming your way the rest of this week that's coming up. Obviously, I am still, to a certain extent, still like mourning and recovering from the loss of my father, who recently passed. It's as the days go by, it does get a little easier. And as a family and as a unit here, we have been able to like keep going with like our heads held high and mostly at peace and mostly rejoiced, and understanding that this is not goodbye, this is until later, but yeah, I have been trying my best to keep busy and keep myself occupied, whether it be with like the channel or the house or whatever. And I've been seeing the fruits of the labor thus far. So again, that's nice to know, and it is somewhat motivating to see it happen. So, but anyways, I'm going to see if I can get to it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream. Not going to show my face because yeah. But anyways, love every single one of you guys. Stay safe and blessed out there. And until next time, this is JDQ with Vision Eye View TV. God bless and peace out.